Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Blumberg, and welcome back to the second episode of our Financial Friday series. And joining me again today is Stacy Linderman, the founder and principal consultant of A6 Financial and Business Optimization. Welcome back, Stacy.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. So after last week's amazing tips, I started thinking through, some additional questions. We had some great feedback. And so what I'd like to talk about today is, why is budget important? And is there a best time to get you involved? Is it before starting a business, once it's opened, after a certain milestone? Would love your feedback on this.
Okay. So the budget, I love to say this. You'll probably hear me say this in every television show or podcast or interview or conversation I have, is that the budget really is the linchpin that holds it's the fundamental structure of an organization in terms of financials and financial literacy. So you have the accounting side of the house and you have the finance side of the house, and it's the budget that holds it all together. That's what really allows your financials to tell you a story. So super, super, super important thing. What the budget doesn't do, and it's a pretty big a misnomer, I guess the phrase is, that people think, well, I don't need a budget to tell me what I can and cannot spend my money on. A budget's not a handcuffs, especially you're the business owner, right? The budget's not telling you what you can and cannot do, but it's telling you what you planned for the year and where your numbers really are. It tells you where you were last year at this time, and whether you need to, oh, wow, when I invested more in marketing, I had a better return. Oh, I'm paying X, Y, and Z in this contract a year. Let me see if we can get that for cheaper next year. Is this a service I really should have, or I should do more of this? So the budget is super key. It's what holds the pieces together, in my opinion. And when's the best time to do it? Start today. So some people will think, oh, well, I need it in the beginning of the fiscal year. Yeah, that's a great practice. Some people think in the beginning of a calendar year. Sure, that's a great practice. Very similar to a diet. When people say, oh, New Year's resolution, I'm starting my diet January 1. That's fine, but you can start your diet tomorrow. You could start your diet right now. So you could start to think about a budget at any time. You could do a budget for the next 3 months. You could do a budget for 1 week, for one trip. It's planning financially.
Yeah. Oh, that was so powerful. And you were speaking my language, right? Because when I'm talking to people about wellness, I'm like, why are you waiting for the beginning of the year? That's 1 day a year. Why are you waiting for the beginning of the month? Then that's only 12 days in a year. Why are you waiting for the Monday of each? That's 52. So I love that thought process. I know that when it comes to creating a budget, it can feel overwhelming and kind of just, throwing this one at you. But is there in your mind, where do you start? When you're going to, where do you start?
Some people want to start with revenue projections. They really want to see what's coming in the funnel, breakdown of what vertical or service they're getting the most money out of. Some people want to start on their personnel lines, the human resources, position budgeting. They want to know, okay, how many FTEs do I really have? Which ones are full-time? Which ones are part-time? How much do they cost in salary and in fringe benefits? So for every employee you hire at, just say, $100,000. Are you really paying that person $125,000 because you had to include all of the fringe benefits? And there's owners that'll say, oh, no, I don't pay benefits. Well, you do pay into their taxes, their unemployment, their FICA. Do you give them a phone? Do they, do you need a desk computer for them? So it costs money for every person you hire, right? Whether it's a temporary person or a permanent person. Some people want to look at just one vertical of spending. I just want to look at my contracts, whereas other people will say, I just want to look at what I put into marketing. And some people bite the whole bullet and say, I want to look at a holistic budget. I want to look at everything together, which, is a great thing also. That'll help you to figure out which product line's really making the most money for you. Is it time to hire more people? Or did you hire additional people, but you're growing, but you're actually taking home less money than you did 10 years ago? So the budget helps you to look at all of that.
Oh, so regardless of which way you go, just start.
Just start one baby step at a time. It could start, and we have a program. It's called the No Stone Unturned campaign, where we look at all the different we look at all the different contracts and services, and give insight into each of them. Usually the program pays for itself because you save money on this contract and this contract, and you do this a different way. And that all that material that you're collecting and all the little aha moments you have, they all are baby steps into building the budget.
This one, yeah, my wheels are spinning. My wheels are
It can
spinning.
be so overwhelming. That's why we
Yeah.
say don't go it alone.
Don't go.
We're
That
here
was
to
one of
help.
her tips last week, everyone. Yeah, don't go it alone. Thank you so much. This is very insightful once again, and I look forward to next week's Financial Friday.
Thank you.